Hello and welcome back to another Tomato Sauce stream. Today we are going to be jamming some speed duel once again because we got to gold 2, I want to say, or gold 1, or in silver. We might not be in gold yet. We're ranked in speed. We want to play some more. We've been really enjoying speed lately, and with the knowledge that we have new rush stuff just around the corner in the form of a new mini box and in the form of a new character, playing the same old format isn't as tantalizing as it has been thus far. So we're going to jam some more Fluffal Orcas today, try and grind up the ladder and see how well we can do. Obviously, we get a load of gems. All of those gems will probably go towards rush, but if we do cap out all of the rush stuff, any leftovers will go back into speed. So it will kind of feed into itself a little bit. I'm really looking forward to it, and we're going to have a great time because, again, this deck is like, Fluffals have always been my favorite deck, right? It's whenever I get to just play my deck and it's not completely terrible, we're going to be having a great time. How is everyone doing? Who have we got in chat? We've got Grand Harrier, we got Quick Quicks, Bottlerworks, Sammer. Hope everyone's having a great day. It's the voice, exactly. We've got to do the big YouTuber voice when we're starting the stream. Great video, by the way, to Matt, illuminating on what would be neat to get. Yes, I don't know if I should have made the video longer. It gets to a certain point, and I'm like, at what point am I just going to say, yes, I would like every single card in the game to be available? Because that's it's walking the fine line between like what I would like to see versus what is actually kind of pseudo likely to come to the game. Because it's like, it's quite easy to just be like, you know, Beast Gear should be coming soon. Because Beast Gear is going to be at its strongest very early, and then it will do nothing but get weaker and weaker and weaker. Until it gets like its next wave of support, which won't be for a very, very long time. But let's fire straight on in. And if anyone's confused, the other chat that was going on is about RuneScape. Because a bunch of me and a couple of close friends have really gotten into the new old school RuneScape leagues. So we've been chatting about that a little bit. Which we are AFKing on the other screen right now. Let's fire into our first game against Mardep on Crow. I don't know if that means this is going to be Blackwings. This is definitely a Blackwing themed map. No, okay, it is Blackwings. I don't really know a ton about Blackwings outside of like their first wave of support. I know these cards. I hope Kalut isn't in this game. Okay, Zephyros. Zephyros is the really good one that you can loot, right? If this card's in your graveyard, you can return one face-up card you control at hand, special summon this card, take 400 damage. Yes, this is just the one that keeps looping itself for link material. Okay, where are we going with this? This card essentially summon uses a Blackwing monster material. It was treated as a tuner monster face of the field. This card gives 300 attack for each Blackwing monster in your graveyard. This card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard to cut one graveyard and special summon it. Okay, so we can special summon a guy. He also used Rising just to boost its attack up. That's fine. Okay, what do we do here? We don't have Bear, which means we can't do that full combo. We can... I think we always start with Edge and Persister. We will simply send Chain, send Sabers. So we still have a way to trigger everything that we want. With Fluffal Sheep, we will get another into Grave as well. So I think we will go straight Dog into Wings here. We will then special summon out Sheep. Activate Sheep effect. Put Dog back in hand. We'll go ahead and summon out Chain, because we want to send Chain to Graveyard. Now would probably be a good time to drop the Phoenix on him. So we'll go ahead and use Phoenix effect. We will pitch Wings and target this. We would like to use Chain, yes please. I would really like to get access to my Fragfur Fusion. Okay, well, it's good that's gone, I guess. We'll activate Vendor. Now's as good a time as any to use Vendor. We'll just send Skeleton to Graveyard. Unfortunately, it doesn't do very much, but that does suddenly turn it on. Next up, we will quite simply drop the wings. Banish the sheep. Draw a couple of cards. Activate the effect of Toy Vendor Engrave, which will get us yet another card. We'll just take a dog here. I mean, I guess I do just want another card Engrave, so we'll activate Bear here. And we want to use the effect of Toy Vendor first, because we will be locked into Darks after we activate any of our other guys' effects. Ooh, that's a bit weird, but that's fine. So we can go, just climb into an Easy Link 3. We're going to use Harp Horror to grab Nightmare. We will then just go into... Are we just going to go into the Link 2? I suppose we can easily just activate Sabers, put Dog back on top, bring back Sabers, go into... If we go into this, though, it's a little bit awkward. Yeah, that should be fine. Go 1, we'll go 2. Go into Galatea. Galatea effect. Throw that back in. Which will then let us set a bell. We will then go ahead and summon out Longirsu. We'll then activate Skeleton here. Bring back Galatea. We can then overlay Galatea into Dingirsu. We'll use Dingirsu to send this boy. And then that should be pretty much game. I guess we'll try and just lock it in with the power of Frightful Fusion. Just stick another 4,000 attack on the board. Cruel Well and Scythe in Fluffal deck build box when... Oh, mate, I would love that so much. You have no idea how much I would love to see Cruel Well. Penguin as well would be such a great card. Like, just give me Penguin. The issue that Fluffal has always had is the inability... Because it's basically like an OTK deck, like going second deck. Because it really doesn't have anything to do turn 1, like when you're just trying to build a board. And at least Scythe and Cruelwell give you something to do during your opponent's turn. But it's still not great, right? So the way that in Master Duel we've been doing is we've been setting up things like Substitoad and Appaloosa to get us negates. Obviously we don't have access to that here, so we're making do with including the Orcus stuff and the Decode Talker. I don't get the blue cards with arrow. Those are Link monsters. And what's that card sleeve? You talk about our card sleeve, because our card sleeve was chosen by Grand Harrier as our ugliest card sleeve. That's what we've gone with. And yeah, Link monsters are a little bit weird. It's like pendulums, right? They kind of look complicated and a little bit obtuse, but then when you understand how they work, they're really, really simple. And hello, what new? How's it going, Dragson? I mean, you say what new? In terms of the deck and what we're doing exactly the same thing we've done the last 2 streams. Well, I suppose 2 streams ago we were doing KC Cup. Once per turn, you can touch 1, cut this card, special summon, special summon. Okay, that's fine. So summoning out a Galaxy Ice Photon Dragon from deck. That's a lot of cards. That's just in the battle phase, right? So I have to worry about that. I think we will start off by just immediately firing off Edge and Persist. Let's get Chain. Let's get Sabers. We will then activate Bear. Has a response here. It's an interesting time for a response when I have nothing on board. We'll go ahead and activate Vendor. Pitch Nightmare. Okay, second Vendor, that works. So now we can get any normal summon we want. We cannot get Fluffal Wings into Grave. I think we just go Dog. I mean, Dog's always going to be our best normal. So we'll summon Dog. Activate Dog effect. Again, we have no way to get Wings into Grave, so I think it has to be Sheep here. Plus Sheep gets us Chain either way. We special Sheep. We activate Sheep. We put Dog back. Might have Photon Stream of Destruction. I do not know what that does, so I'm just going to have to play into it and see what happens. At this point, we will just try and get something out of him. So let's link into Phoenix. Use the effect of Phoenix. We will simply pitch Bear. We'll go for one of the back row. Quick play, banish anything on the field. Okay. I mean, if we can force that out here, that'd be pretty good. So I assume that's why he could use it when I had no cards on field then, because he could target his own cards. Alright, so we are going to resolve. We will pop this. So we hit the Book of Moon, which he could not chain there. The Book of Moon, he still had a window there as well, it looked like. Unless he's just leaving a delay on. I guess at this point we will just force it out, whatever he's got, with the right for fusion. If I do this, yes, this is fine. Right, we will do this now. We'll go for Fright for Tiger. Oh, I've just realised the mistake I've made. Okay. That's fine. It might mean our turn gets cut short, though. We'll have to see what happens here. The mistake I've just made is that we have just banished our extra summon for the turn. So now we're expecting our guy to get banished. Eternal Galaxy. But 1x monster you charge special summon from your extra one photon of Galaxy monster that's 4x higher than the target by using that as material. Oh, okay, that is fine depending on what he summons here. Right, is this a towers or is this just a nothing? Negate the effects of all other face-up cards currently on the field, which he did not do, so that effect isn't active. Attach one material from this card. Okay, so that doesn't do anything then, right? So we'll go ahead and activate Nightmare. We'll boost whatever. And we'll summon out Harp Horror. Or use send Harp Horror. Activate Harp Horror. We will grab Symbol Skeleton. We will then go straight into... I think Galatea's fine here. We'll go ahead and activate Galatea. Check this back. He needs a Galaxy Photon to use that effect, yeah. And the Kai underneath is not that. Which means this should just be the end. I'll activate this just because. The game. Boom, boom. Can Red Rain be used 2 times in the same turn? That is a question. I don't even know what Red Rain is. I'm going to assume that's Jack Atlas support. We managed to fight through that reasonably well. Opponent controls a level 8 or higher synchro monster. Banish all monsters on the field except the monster with the highest level. In face of the field, affect the bird of the cards. To the end of the turn, if that dragon just... You can only use this effect. Yeah, you can use both different effects. So you can only use this effect, not you can only use one of, or each of Red Rain's effects once per turn. I love this deck does Fluffal combo and then just goes, by the way, here's Orcust in case you've got something else. I mean, that's what we like about it, right? Because Fluffal, it's like we were saying at the start, right? Fluffal is good at trying to kill your opponent in one go. And if it doesn't succeed, it just kind of doesn't do anything. It just lacks the ability to set up turn 1 boards. It lacks a lot of interaction. Lunar Light usually isn't too bad, but we'll have to see where this goes. Okay, returns, gets that back. Moonlight Fusion. So we have to climb. He starts off with Saber Dancer. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. How do I out this? Target, target, target. Target. Yeah, Ding does target, I believe. Selects. Which means that might be our out then. Because after problem-solving card text, select and target should not be the same thing. Okay, so we will go ahead and use Bear. The current issue we have is we have no way to access our Orcust half of the deck right now. So we're going to try and prioritize maximizing finding the Orcust half of the deck by drawing 3 cards. And just like that, we have accessed the Orcust half of our deck. So banish, banish, draw, draw, draw. Use Toy Vendor effect. Grab that. Go sheep. Sheep effect. Dog back to hand. This literally doesn't do anything because we already have the Fright Fur in hand. It just gives us an extra card to work with. I mean, I can pop the back row, but I don't need to. I don't have any more special summons outside of a Lucky Toy Vendor hit. So... do I even bother? I don't need to pop that. I just need to get rid of that, which means all I need to do is go straight for Heart Horror effect. We can grab Nightmare here. Then we can go Galatea. Yes, this is fine. We will activate Galatea effect. Pop this back. Grab this. We will then go into Longiesu. We then activate Orcust Nightmare. Boost this attack. And we will send Symbol Skeleton. Activate the effect of Symbol Skeleton. Bring back Galatea. Then we overlay. The old Dingirsu effect. We simply send. By card effect, add a Lunalight spell card to your hand. Okay, so it's just going to add. That's fine, right? I'm pretty sure that's fine. I guess we will just drop this now. The effect of Tiger. Get rid of that. And we'll get rid of that. Then he'll get the effect to add a Lunalight card to hand. I guess just in case we'll activate Bell. Go straight to battle. And we should win these. Yay. And that's why Fluffal best deck. I mean, who even plays Lunalight, right? Right, guys? Nah, I am actually strongly considering building Lunalight myself. I'm sure that after this mini box, I will have leftover gems. Like, we were sat on 9999 at the end of the first wave of Rush, and since this is only a mini box, I am like almost guaranteed that between the gems that I've currently got and the stuff in my mailbox, I should have plenty. And those extra gems will just fall into the ether if we don't spend them. So I think we are going to try and slowly accumulate some Lunalight cards. This is a really awkward hand. What do I do? If we want another summon, we have to use Edge and Persist. I mean, I can summon 2 guys. Okay. We basically have to do it like this. I could have done it the other way to get the Galatea effect off. Arguably that would have been better. I could have put Babel back in. Right, we'll go Horror here. Grab Nightmare. Now the question is, do I want to use Nightmare here? Or do we want to use Galatea? I think we will use Galatea here. Just because getting an extra card out is always going to be somewhat useful, even if we don't actually use it. I think I would rather climb into Longirsu. Then we can activate Orcus Nightmare to get Symbol Skeleton. Symbol Skeleton, bring back the Galatea. And then we simply overlay onto the Galatea. Then we'll grab back our Symbol Skeleton. Activate the bell. And this is like fine. It's not great, but it's fine. The issue is because he's on... God, what's this guy's name? Yugo? I'm pretty sure it's Yugo. The Crystal Wing plus Clear Wing is so annoying to deal with. It really does hurt our deck. Because we basically have to rely entirely on our monster effects. Alright, Takat on board. Locked himself into win, but that doesn't mean anything for the Speedroid player. Alright, here's Clear Wing. Then he's going to use his skill, which will get him a level 1 tuner. Then he'll link these into Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. Oh, Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Oh, okay, we weren't ready for this. When this guy's sync summon, you can't put the effect, destroy all other cards on the field or negate the effects of face-up cards your opponent currently controls. I would love to use my Dingirsu effect. Now, I'm pretty sure that was the best case scenario for me. Was that a misplay, or was that... That must have been a misplay, right? He thought he had lethal and just didn't know what Dingirsu did. Yes, I will use Dingirsu again. We do not want to use that because we want to use that to bring back our Dingirsu probably. We have so many ways to actually accomplish what we want to get done. I guess we'll summon out Dog here. When you set your graveyard by opponent's card effect, you can add 1 speed or once to deck to your hand. Book of Moon is fine. Is Book of Moon fine? I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. I could just flip it back up. I'm very confused. Hey, Bisma, how's it going? What is she doing? I guess here we just take sheep. Behold the power of flipping up my guy. I'm very confused, but we'll take it. I mean, so there's a Speedroid, right, that blanks the battle phase or something? I'm sure there's one like that. Making any of that seems like a bit of a wonky idea. I mean, I have to make something. The issue is I don't have any arrows that point, which means... we're going to make this, I guess. 1, 2, 3. Waiting for new Rush content feels okay, man. Yeah, we're getting there. We're slowly getting there. We'll have the new Rush content soon. It will be good news bears when we do. Right, let's go Symbol Skeleton here. Bring back the Dingirsu. Dingirsu descend. He'll get the effect off, which lets him add a card to hand. Yeah, I am really looking forward to a lot of the new stuff. I mean, obviously, right? But more specifically, I really want to play Beast Gears, and I really want to play the Royal Rebels. So I'm really hoping that those do both come out. So I'll be very sad if they don't. Right, he grabs Yo-Yo, which does nothing. I'm just going to drop the fusion and hope we've just got the win. Again, this just plays around Kiteroid. Swing. And swing. Okay. All looking good. So that's the one of the major issues of just being kind of still new to Speed, is we still don't know what every single deck does. Like, I remember I played against the Speedroid deck before. My opponent went first and set up Crystal Wing, Clear Wing. And it was just so hard to deal with, because I didn't have to worry about the effects that negate level 5 and higher monsters, but I did have to worry about targeting his level 5 or higher monsters, and the Crystal Wing effect that just negates monster effects, which really hurts my deck. I mean, that already skill leaked for Roa. Yeah, it looks good, right? Increasing the level of a guy. That's basically what we were expecting, right? Something to modulate levels, something to make summoning his boss monsters easier, which is really good. I'm looking forward to that. But we still have the tribute skill, which I think is still arguably... Will it be better or not? What's it called? Tribute boost. We're against Magical Musketeers. Bloody do not like Magical Musketeers. Can I, like, play around it by... Okay, we're going to do that just in case. This is just... If a spell traps activate the column. Yeah, so we have to play around that as best we can. So we'll summon out Dog. So there's no reason to take wings here. Sheep ain't bad, but it doesn't do anything without sabers. So I'm actually tempted to just go for sabers here. Then go ahead and activate Edge of Persist. We will be sending sabers, sending chain. Activate our toy vendor. See if he has anything here. Go ahead and activate toy vendor. We'll send nightmare. Then we'll summon out Heart Horror. Why is there an ad? Because we have ads. I don't know what to tell you, mate. We could activate this. The thing is, I would like to get rid of his guy, but I don't have a surefire way to do so. Just straight up, there just isn't one. We'll go ahead and use Nightmare here. Put the boost on him. Then to the graveyard. I guess we'll just send Skeleton here. I guess we will just go Galatea now. There goes Galatea. Yeah, hopefully the ads aren't too egregious. So throw that back in. We'll go ahead and grab our bubble. We still haven't normal summoned. That's really funny. We'll go ahead and use sabers here. Oh no, we have normal summoned. That's maybe a doofus. So now we will just go into Longirsu. I guess here we'll activate this in case he does start chaining stuff. Then we'll go ahead and use Heart Horror. We'll bring out a Nightmare. Go ahead and use Symbol Skeleton. Bring back Galatea. I think here is probably a good time to do this. This will force something out of him. Target one face a card in the field to the end of the turn, text is 0. That does nothing to me. Effect negated's a little bit annoying, but again. Okay, so we get to use this effect as special summon. If you hate ads, Neo Prime, you might have Twitch Prime sub available. There we go, there's my ever faithful companion. Okay. Well, I guess now we just overlay over this. Go Dingirsu. See if we can get another card out of him. Thank you for the sub, Bismuth. Really appreciate it. I mean, we always send you. I guess we're sending you. Let's go for this. Let's see what we get out of this. I'm curious.
Bismuth91 just subscribed.
I don't like that he's still got responses. Really bothers me. At the very least, we get a card out of his hand here. Okay, so now he's out of everything. We don't actually have lethal damage. But he's only got 2 cards in hand. And we have got our Babylon field. Raw Sense low level. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's got. Dark Hole. We will Galatea here. We definitely want Simple Skeleton back in rotation. We'll go ahead and grab this out. Someone's out Casper. That's fine. Yeah, we'll just take that. Right, we'll activate the effect of Orcus Nightmare. We'll give this the attack boost. And we will bring out the... or send the Simple Skeleton here. Then we can activate Simple Skeleton. Bring this back. And get rid of this. I mean, we just win, right? We'll do this just in case there is some bullshit that's going to happen. Yeah, sure. You can come out. I'm so sure we've won, but I've been wrong before. And this is not a deck I'm super familiar with. So we'll just go ahead and drop the Frightful Fusion. Go into Wolf. We go 1, we go 2, we go 3. Bring out an attack. Go to battle. And yeah, we're fine. We were getting worried over nothing, but that is exactly what we do every time we play. Oh, you know the one time you don't play around it, your opponent's going to drop Kiteroid, and you're going to feel really silly. So I'm just like, you've got to play around it. You can't not. Gold 2, though. enjoying that much. Let's see if we can't keep up this win streak. Look at all these wins. Look at all of these beautiful wins we've got. Now, obviously, again, we're not in King of Games, right? We're not at the tippy top of the mountain, but it's still really cool to be able to get these wins with the deck that we're playing. Now, obviously, I'm sure that Orcust on its own is like a perfectly fine deck. Obviously, it's not on like the DLM tier list in like the top 3, but the top 3 tiers, but I'm sure it's just like just below them anyway. Obviously, not having the Mermaid really hurts the deck, but the Orcust stuff is still just so strong. Toon Invitation. Toon Invitation is a little... I don't know what this deck does going first, actually. What does Toons do going first? Because Toons, the way I've seen it, have been kind of like an OTK deck. This one's annoying, right? Your opponent summons a monster where you control a Toon monster, shuffle that monster into the deck. So we definitely have to try and play around that as best we can. I guess that's our answer to what do they do going first. Look at that prismatic Toon World, my man. With Mermaid, Orcust was so broken. I mean, yeah, it's any 2 monsters is full Orcust combo. Which is why we should bring back Mermaid. I'm sure you all agree. This is a really odd hand. Right, we always bear. We'll activate this here. We'll straight away just fire it off and send wings here. We'll then go wings, bear. Activate the effect of Toy Vendor in Graveyard. Yes, please. I would very much like a dog. We will then fire off Orchestrate Return. I think we have to send Nightmare here. So we'll go for our normal summon and see if he bounces it. Yeah, you want to shuffle this away? No. Ooh. Okay, well let's go for a special summon. Just thinking about it. Okay, there's the briefcase. Shuffles that away. So we still have plenty of plays we can make. So for now, we'll activate another Toy Vendor. We'll then activate the Toy Vendor, and we will send Skeleton. We will now start locking ourselves. Do we want to start locking ourselves? We don't have to yet. Alright, we'll activate Sabers. We will throw Babble back in. Summon this out. Okay, there's a briefcase. That's 2 briefcase. So now we will activate Heart Horror. And we'll summon out Nightmare. I think from here we will simply go into Galatea. Activate Galatea. There we go. So it looked like he just had the two briefcase, and if we could play through that, he just had nothing. So, I mean, we could play through it, so he had nothing. I don't know what his other face down card would have been. Just a bluff? Just so that if we had something like Cosmic, we couldn't just hit a briefcase for free? I mean, that would make sense. Alright, let's see what we're against this time. We've actually had quite a lot of diverse matchups today. I don't think we've played against the same deck twice yet. Pretty sure we haven't. Chaz? Okay. I'm a little bit worried about Chaz, just because usually Chaz means some sort of bullshit. 5 cards in the extra. Well, we always do this. think it's got to be Nightmare, because we still have a normal that we could use on that. Okay, so this is full Fluffal wing combo. So we will go ahead and grab the bear. Activate bear. Activate vendor. Vendor effect. Ah, the only card we don't want to mill. That happens so often. It's so sad every time. Okay, that means our turn 2 is going to be a lot weaker. And we've just drawn both of these, which is awkward. It's not the end of the world, but it is awkward. So we have Orcust, and we have a special summon of a sheep. I think we always have to go sheep. Then at this point, it's just go Orcust, right? Gain some attack. We will send... We've already normaled. We send Horror, we get the extra summon. So we will send Horror. Use Harp Horror to bring out the Symbol Skeleton. Then, fortunately this is going to be a little bit boring, but there's not really much I can do about that. Just go into Galatea. I can activate Galatea effect, but I've already got everything back. What is currently in here? We have 2 already. We're going to get another. So I might as well shuffle 1 back. So we'll go ahead and chuck that back in. Then we'll just go for Longirsu. Go ahead and use Symbol Skeleton. Bring back Galatea. We'll then overlay into Dingirsu. We'll attach Symbol Skeleton. And we'll activate Babel. Alright, this was a really awkward turn just because we drew out both Sabers and Chain at the same time, which means we could not use our skill, and we milled our 1-of Frightfur Fusion, which means this is going to be a little bit awkward for us. Let's see what Chaz has for us. Currently in here we have no Orcust effects. That means shuffling back with Galatea was actually the wrong decision. I should not have done that, but shit happens. Okay, Armed Dragon Thunders. Not super up to date with what these guys do. Armed Dragon level 3. You can send 1 monster from your hand to the graveyard. Send this card to the graveyard. If you do a special level 5 or higher Armed Dragon monster from your hand deck, it's cast sent to the graveyard. Activate Dragon Type monster's effect. You can draw 1 card. Okay. It's cast at the graveyard. To activate Dragon effect. You can add a level 7 higher wind. Okay, that's fine. So now you can use this effect to summon out the 7. So here's a 7. 1 monster behind the graveyard. Send this card for the graveyard. If you do special summon level 10. So he grabs Lightning. Would be destroyed by a card effect. Send this card to the graveyard instead. You can take 1 Armed Dragon monster you feel that takes effects against attack to its level times 100. Add a Armed Dragon monster. So he's adding an Armed Dragon monster. So he takes back the 3. Activates the 7, so now he's going to rank up into the level 10. Now how scary is the level 10? Armed Dragon monster the following effects based on attack. Cannot be destroyed by battle, control it can't switch. Once per opponent's turn, you can send one card from your hand to the graveyard, target one other card on the field, destroy it. Okay, so he has a quick effect pop. Christ. His turn, so your hand, right well for your deck. At the start of the damage step, this card attacks, destroy one card. Okay, and then White Veil is... While the equipped monster battles, your opponent can't activate any spell trap cards in the damage step. Attack is declared involved with the face of spell the effect negated. Monster destroys a monster by battle, you control all spell trap cards your opponent controls. Okay, so that's all kind of fine. Dark Arm Dragon as well. Jesus, okay. I think we're screwed. He has too many... Wait, he doesn't have any dark monsters, right? That's just a big attack guy. Okay. So we will send this. Why is he able to banish non-darks for this? I assume he's got some sort of effect doing a thing. That is fine. We let that go. We'll swap our toggle to on, because now we can actually do stuff. Before the end of the main phase. So we want the battle phase to start. Then we activate the effect of Symbol Skeleton. We bring back Dingirsu. As well as activate Longirsu. So I can put both of these back. We will send this guy to the grave. And we will send this guy to the grave. Okay, things are looking okay. That is a really annoying draw. It's just an armed dragon, which means if I destroy that... We have to get this engraved, so I think I have to normal summon it. Then we simply... Oh, we didn't have to summon it, because I can link into this. That was silly. Oh well. We send sabers. We pop this. We then Harp Horror. I think we go Nightmare here. We then climb into Decode Talker. Then activate Nightmare, send, or boost this. Send Symbol. Or then activate Symbol. Summon out Dingirsu. We use its effect to send this. And then just to make sure we have a negate for the following turn. And then that should just be game. Nice. Ooh, ho, 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 ho. God, we have to just put on our thinking hat so much, right? I'm sure it's got to be weird just me sat here murmuring to myself, like, oh, I could do this, and I could do that, and maybe I could do this, but then afterwards I could do that, and then this. And I gotta play around this and that and this, but that's the fun part of Yu-Gi-Oh, right? It's just going through all these different plays in your head. Thanks for the follow, Montane F. Really appreciate it. Oh, now we go again. We go again with the Fluffal Supremacy. I still want to know why Dad was able to banish non-darks. There was clearly something. Probably his skill. That's usually the answer. If it doesn't make any sense and no cards on the field say it, it was probably the skill. But yeah, I assume it was treating all armed dragons in the graveyard as dark. What is this hand? What is the play with this hand? Alright, we have to get an extra summon, so we always use assist here. As well as the fact that Frightfare Fusion doesn't do anything for us on turn 1 anyway. Activate the effect. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is okay, but I miss Dungeon Dice Monsters. Dungeon Dice Monsters is a game that's always been very near and dear to my heart, but it's a very flawed game, right? Like, the game just as is not perfect. Having to roll dice to be able to actually play the game, right? As in, like, to be able to move cards, to be able to attack, to be able to defend, just really kind of sucks. But, like, there's something good there. It's just, it's iteration, not the greatest. I don't like that she has a response. The only card! Are we just dead? We have nothing. If I set bear... any Fluffal or any Orcus monster, and we were fine. I guess not Symbol Skeleton. I think we literally have to pass. We've bricked so hard. So the alternative was that we just, instead of discarding, bring back Sabers, normal summon Bear, and then we can do what? Link into a Link 2 that is not Galatea. So that's just a nothing play. Man, I think that might be the absolute worst we've ever had it. Like, ending on literally nothing is awful. Was there a better play there? I don't think there was. And obviously getting the mill of Frightfire Fusion is the absolute worst card we could have milled. If this Life Twin player can't kill us, then something's gone very wrong for them. Even if we did live this turn, I don't see what we could draw to get us out of this. I guess Dog or Wings puts us back in this. Any Orcust except for, I guess, Symbol Skeleton and Nightmare doesn't, so it would have to be specifically Heart Horror. Are we actually going to live? Are we actually going to live? We've given our opponent an empty board. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so now what? You bring back blue? Oh, you just wanted it set up for next turn. So you just want all of the interruptions, so I can't do anything with my 2 cards. I don't think we can afford to gamble, but I doubt we're getting anything anyway. Alright, we will summon Heart Horror. He's going to have like 3 forms of interruption, so we're not going to be able to do anything here, but we'll play it out and see what we can do. DD Crow. Yeah, we thought we had DD Crow when he had responses during our turn. And we had literally nothing. Well, I mean, we'll give it a go. Oh, this is so sad. I don't think we've ever bricked this hard. I mean, let's just go next. Our opponent's taking 10 years to do the simplest little combo. Let's just let's just go next. We're not going anywhere with that. Hey, British Honda, how's it going? You've just missed, or you might have just caught the tail end of the worst brick we've ever had playing this deck. And hopefully we'll never see it again. Alright, Jaden. Jaden is always a little bit sketched because that means I'm always expecting it to be Nias Kluger. Yeah, so it is Nias Kluger. We do have our full Fluffal combo. And we do get our Edge Imps into the grave, which is quite nice. The only way this really gets... So first off, we don't have any of our Orca stuff, which is a little bit yikes. But the way that this messes up really is if we just mill our Fright Fur Fusion off of this toy box, or the toy vendor. Fingers crossed we don't. We've done it the last two games in a row. Okay. That's actually one of the better things we could get, because now we get an extra summon. Right, let's go ahead and use Fluffal Wings. We will banish it along with our Bad News Bear. He has a response. So this could be so many things, right? This could be Effect Veiler. This could be DD Crow. We get Toy Vendor effect. Well, I mean, it's always sheep here, right? We'll go ahead and special sheep. Activate the effective sheep. We'll put dog back in hand. We will attempt to bring back chain. We'll see if he does anything here. Okay, so it wasn't even really a delay there. It could just be playing around the delay. We still have not found any Orcus cards. So we will have to go for the backup strat of ending on just Decode on its own. Got a serious question about Duel Links that needs to be brought up. How or what happened to Auto Duel? Trying to level up using a deck that needs no skill. Since the update, Auto Duel has been making the worst moves possible. Yes, Auto Duel has always been kind of sketch, let's be honest. If you ever have a way to go into the extra deck, it will go into the extra deck without like a second thought. Okay, so we will add Fright Fur Fusion to hand. Where do we want to go from here? We have so many options. I guess we will just drop a Toy Vendor, right? There's literally no reason to not do this. If we hit an Orcus, the only Orcus card that doesn't do anything. Feels bad. Well, we still go Sabers here. Skullmice, this pops, right? Oh, just negates. Okay. Yeah. The only thing I have left is activate Fright Fur Fusion just to get a negate on him. That seems really bad. I think we're just going to pass and see what he does through this. Because I think we're going to need the Fright Fur Fusion to chew through whatever he gets. Because if he successfully sets up Kluger, we need a very specific set of cards to actually deal with it. Also, you draw one card. When an attack is declared involving an opponent's monster and a monster you control is level 5 or high normal monster or is ritual summoned using a normal monster. Okay, so he's just planning to do that alongside the Neos, I guess. You got the draw off it already. Grabs out the Super Poly. Activate Super Poly now? Okay. So he's going to go for Escudo. I guess I'm probably just dead then, right? Like any special summon and he's got it. Yeah, that's just game. Well, can't win them all. Unfortunately, we did not get access to any of our Orcust part of the deck, which does kind of cut us off of being able to actually do turn 1 plays. And since he did have the Skullmeister, Skullmeister's a really weird card for that as well. I guess Skullmeister is better than DD Crow if the card like banishes itself for cost. Gadgest. Life point boost alpha. Okay, so this could literally be anything. Anything that's not skill reliant. Set pass. Need I be worried? Because I am. Right, edge and persist. We will happily just send Sabers, Chain. We'll activate the effect of Bear. Grab out the box, or the vendor. Summon out Dog. Dog effect. We will grab... I think we just... It's kind of greedy to grab Wings. I could just grab Sheep, which I think is actually better here. So we'll activate Vendor. We'll go ahead and fire off Vendor. And we'll get our Heart Pourer in rotation. Ah! Okay, that's why you should do it the other way around. Because we always mill our friend for a fusion! Okay, we might as well +1 our cards. A little bit of extra card advantage never hurts. Ah, that's so annoying. I mean, we can probably still win through it, but... still irritating. So we'll bring out Nightmare. Then we'll just go straight into Galatea. We will use Galatea effect here, I think. Might end up being the wrong play, but we will go for it. Let's grab Babel. No, I'm pretty sure this is fine. Then we'll go into Longirsu. There's no reason to put it there, because I'm going to be using Nightmare into Symbol. And then Symbol into Galatea. I'm going to go straight into Dingirsu. This is a Warrock, I swear to God. If I get Warrock baited again. Oh, okay. Does this work for both of us? No. That's just me. Scissors doesn't do anything for me. So I guess we'll just flip this over. Just go straight to battle and see if this is enough to kill. Which it is. Okay. That's a weird one. After getting thoroughly trounced, we did somehow manage to come back. Deck is Time Lords plus Kaiju. So yesterday on someone's stream, they went up against the stupidest build deck ever, but the idea wasn't bad. Give me an idea for a crazy deck that I went on a 10 win streak on one account, now in legend rank on other account. Deck is Time Lords plus Kaiju. Okay. I mean, Time Lord Kaiju sounds so toxic. Hey, Alpacalypse, how's it going? God, burned out of Duel Links so fast. Yeah, I can understand that, especially if you're just trying to play exclusively speed at the moment. Right. speed. Exclusively rush at the moment, I should say. I, for one, I burnt out maybe a little bit on speed. I don't even know if I'd say I burnt out on speed. I was still enjoying playing it. Activate Bear, get Vendor. Vendor can discard Vendor if we want to get an actual normal summon. I don't think that's actually worth. I think we're better off just throwing down the Toy Vendor now. Activate the effect to discard Nightmare, which then gets us the dog. We summon the dog. Dog effect gets us... I kind of want wings, to be honest. I don't need it. We will take wings, though. Then we will go ahead and activate Bear. Grab the second Toy Vendor. We'll activate its effect, discarding wings. That's really funny. We'll just summon out another dog. We'll then activate wings. Nope, we didn't mean to activate. Oh well. That's not the end of the world. It just limits us a little bit. So now we can't special that. Oh, we still have it normaled. Right, wing. Banish Bear. Draw another card. Get rid of this. Activate the effective Toy Vendor. We'll grab Bear. Activate our skill. We will send Chain. We will send Sabers. We will then... We have a couple of options. We just have it normaled, so we can normal go into that. I think we'll save... No, we won't save the normal. Let's do this. Do something funky. Let's go decode. I think because I messed up with the sheep, I'm not going to get the full combo I want here. Right, Harp Horror. Gets a symbol. And then get Sabers. Yeah, we're not going to get our full combo. Which is kind of fine. It just could have been so much better. Wait, do I not have any... Oh, I do still have one. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we'll have to just end on this then. It's a bit of an awkward one. Let me pass on that. Alright, best fight for a player, you know it. Nothing but mistakes. I'm only in Duel Links for Rush. Got a bit bored because of the lack of variety and no events. Just waiting for new content. I mean, yeah, hopefully we're getting a lot of that soon. Need to remove Brainwash and you can take back your Kaiju. If they keep it, your Time Lord effect, put it back to your own hands. Do it again. Serious damage, life points. I mean, no doubt it's good. It just seems super toxic as well. Well, isn't that a nightmare? Exactly. Exactly. Has our opponent just summoned Elemental Hero Flame Wingman? Favorite hero? Doesn't that turn off your field spell, though? Activate Dingirsu. Activate Orcus Nightmare. Activate Heart Horror. What do we have currently in here? So we still haven't seen thingy. So how do we want to approach this? We probably want to summon, activate the effective dog. Dog gets a sheep. We then want to go into this using this and this. Summon out Phoenix. Activate the effective Phoenix. Discard. Yeah, we'll just get rid of the back row. Mirror Force. Alright, we need to actually just start speeding this up. So we will go for this. Summon this. We'll just send this. Then we're just going to go straight to battle here, I think. Don't be a claimant. And then we'll just kill. Okay. Okay, we got it. We got it in the end. True. Konami still doesn't know how to make both formats coexist. I mean, they're doing okay so far. It's only the very, very start of the old Rush. Based E-Hero. Yes, I would say it is the much more based version of E-Hero than the Kluger deck, for sure. 100% agree with that. I mean, who doesn't love seeing a little bit of Elemental Hero Flame Wingman? It would have been even better if he had managed to summon out the Shining Flare, but imagine Clayman. That's the worry, right? When your opponent turn 1 hard fusion summons the old Elemental Hero Flame Wingman, if you don't respect that they might have a Clayman, then you're doing it wrong. Okay, we're going second. This is an awkward hand. We're against Rockets. Okay. So this gets him his boot sector launch. Let's see what else we've got. Once again, I don't really know what the spell and trap cards are going to be. I know they all float. That is... just really doesn't make the hand better. Alright, we normal summon Skeleton. We activate the effect of Sabers. And we'll put Fluffal Wings on top. I think here we do... I could just go for Phoenix. That gets a discard. I think I'd rather go Galatea. Why did I go Galatea? I don't have anywhere to go from here. I should have gone Phoenix. Oh, that was just really stupid. In my head, I was like, oh yeah, but if I can go Galatea, we can use the effect. We can get the discard draw 2. We just straight up have nothing now. That was so stupid. Well, here we go. Let's just overlay into Dingisu. And then we'll just send a card. Sure, let's just send that. We'll attack over, and then... We have Symbol Skeleton engraved, right? Which means it is worth activating this. Because if this dies, we can just bring it back. This is probably not going to exist for much longer. I'm going to assume he's going to have a card to deal with it. Okay, we did open a terrible hand, and we also misplayed horrendously. But things might not be completely over. It depends what he does. Now, he is playing a much, much better deck than us. Which means I don't really like our odds, but we'll have to see how things actually shake out. We do still have some forms of interruption. It's just very, very reactive. We can't proactively really do anything here. Okay, what's the play, Borrow Boy? Or Benis? Right, quick launch. So, looks like he's going for the kill. Go for some sort of Boral Dragon. They've got the Tracer. So is he locked into just dragons at the moment? This is our win con. This is our win con. This little symbol up here. It's gone. But if it comes back, that's our win con. Draco Berserker of the Tenyi. Okay. So this gives him a monster negate. Now the question then becomes, does Dingirsu's effect activate? Or is it a triggered ability? I would say it should be triggered, but Yu-Gi-Oh's a weird game. Okay, Magna Rocket. You think Rocket will be nerfed? They seem to OP. I haven't played against it much, so... Alright, now, is this an activated ability? No, it looks like it's not. Excellent, that's what we were expecting. But again, Yu-Gi-Oh! Do be weird like that, so... I do not want to use that effect, really. Wings. Okay, well, normal summon. We will then go for the bird. We will use the effect, which will get your Nightmare Engrave. That's fine. So now we can go ahead and I guess activate Nightmare. We'll give the boost here. Huh. Oh, it doesn't negate the effect, it just banishes the monster. That's interesting. Okay. But, my friend, I'm pretty sure you're only allowed to do that once. So bring this out. We'll use the effect of Symbol Skeleton. Bring back Dingisu. Then we'll send this. I mean, all I can really do at this point is attack. But he's going to get just his effect to float into something else, but I get 500 damage, I guess. Which is something. Like I said, I know that the rockets will float into each other, but I could not tell you what like their actual goal of their deck is, other than just at some point I'm pretty sure I just die. We've just gone into another metal rocket, gone for a Boral launch skill. Just dump that into grave. Savage Dragon isn't in, right? Surely Savage Dragon can't be in, otherwise every deck would be running it. Let's see what our opponent's got. One card in hand. Okay. So because I have more monsters than him, he can bring back 2 guys from the grave. Up to the difference. Okay, so I'm going to bring back 1. And then this guy's effect goes off. And this guy's in the grave because it's that. Oh, that doesn't matter. This is a quick fake choice card. Okay, so now it gets the Borreload. And this is where things are looking a little bit dire. The issue is that I'm not going to have enough cards left to do anything. Take your monster and use it against you, basically. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. The issue is I can't mount anything to, like, try and stop him. Well, we can use Nightmare here. Boost this guy's attack. Send Harp to grave. I've got nothing left to bring back with Harp. Toy Vendor's very funny here. We still have that as well. So we'll activate Toy Vendor. What have you got left? Oh, do we not have thingy? We don't have another Fluffal. How is it that the Fluffal half of the deck is what's let us down this time? We've only seen wings. That's the only Fluffal card we've seen. That's so sad. Ah. What is left in our deck thing? We have 3 bear, 3 dog, sheep, our Orcus discard card, discard draw 2, Fright Fur Fusion, and something else. Oh, the other Toy Vendor. So our deck is 9 Fluffal cards. Well, that's all she wrote, I'm afraid. Again, we did misplay, so we can't be like, you know, we just got sacked because we did. It was our own fault, right? We need to play a little bit better than that. Rockets have been strong for a long time now. It's expected some kind of hit. It's a weird one though, right? Because a lot of decks in in Duel Links history have just stayed strong for a long time. Like, I remember there was a period where Destiny Heroes were just a top tier deck for what seemed like 6 months. They got like little slaps on the wrist and never actually changed anything. They were still just everywhere. Obviously, this was a long, long time ago. It really can't be stopped because there's a second effect to destroy your monster after using it. He has many options right now. I mean, yeah, again, the fact that we managed to go through half of our deck without seeing any of the Fluffal cards, like, really hurt us in that situation. I'm amazed, to be honest, that we managed to play around his, not his negate, but his Berserker of the Tenyi. My Rocket deck has cards like Mind Control in it, so I can take all my opponent's monsters every turn. I mean, yeah, if that works for you. Mind Control, obviously very, very strong in Link format. Duel Link ban lists happen after every KC Cup, 2 to 3 months, and usually a deck needs to be hit several times. Rockets, for example, have one of the monsters to 3. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense, right? But the question is, when does a deck need a slap on the wrist versus when does it need, like, the shotgun? Well, Dark Magician is usually pretty one-dimensional. Keeper of Dragon Magic, okay. A Polymerization or a Fusion normal spell copy to your hand. So he takes Polymerization. Sends the Trap Hole of Spikes. This doesn't seem like a standard Dark Magician list. Magician's Magic. Okay. So he puts Magical Dimension back. Usually it's the shotgun. I mean, that's how... If it's a deck that I really don't like myself, then it gets hit with the slap on the wrist. If it's a deck I really like playing, it gets the shotgun. That's generally how it works. Okay, here's the Dark Magicians. This one is when it's sent or when it's destroyed? Yeah, this card is destroyed. So all we have to do is send it and we're fine. Make sure this doesn't have anything. You can... Okay, so that's fine. Where do we go with this? If we activate Bear, we can get a second toy vendor. That gives us options. So we'll start with that. We'll flip this over. He does have a response, so we can use the effect of Dark Magicians, I believe, because it's once a special card is activated. I like your deck a lot. Is it ran by some streamer, or is this your custom idea combo deck? So the initial build of this was taken from Duel Links meta. Just the website. I think we have to send Harp here. We don't have to. We could send Toy Vendor. That gets us Dog. He does have a back row as well. I think we will get Toy Vendor here. That to Grave is a little bit annoying, but it's still kind of okay. Okay, so now we can normal Dog. Use the effect of Dog. Dog gets Wing. What am I doing? What am I actually doing? What was my end goal with this plan? It was to make this. Okay, yes, this is fine. This is fine. We've remembered the plan. We'd forgotten the plan. We have remembered the plan. Alright. How greedy do we want to get with this, though? Harp Horror is the less greedy one. I think we have to go with the less greed. So we can just activate this, get that back. That doesn't go anywhere. So we will just go Harp Horror here. We'll get out Orcust Nightmare. Then we basically have to go Galatea here, right? We don't have to, but we're going to. Go ahead and activate Galatea. We'll pop this back. We will grab out the Babel. We'll then activate the effect of Nightmare. Give the attack boost here. Use Nightmare effect to grab Symbol Skeleton into the grave. Use the effect of Sabers. Throw Bear away. Bring out Sabers. And go 1-2. Into Longirsu. We'll go Symbol Skeleton. We'll activate Longirsu. Send this. Special out the Mighty Dingisu. Use its effect. Send this. Activate Babel, go to battle, and then that should be the win. I thought it had a few different cards in it. I gotta go check that site out again. I mean, yeah, I do have, like, this is kind of my own custom version of it, but, like, I'd be lying if I said I came up with, you know, the Fluffal Orcust combination. Like, we started with that. And then we branched out from there. Can really relate to that what am I doing moment. Mate, like, at least once during every game, you get the, like... You don't see the lines, right? And then it's usually after you finished your turn, you're like, oh, I see exactly how I could have actually played that turn and actually won the game. Fortunately, there we did win the game, but as a mental health therapist, I can give you the techniques you need to stop having those moments if you want some techniques. I mean, if they're quick and easy, I wouldn't say no. Also, anything to help me stop tilting would be great. Not that we've been tilting today or anything, just in general. Oh, Vishuda. We're against the Tenyis. Straight into Monk. Monk into Shaman. Shaman into Berserker. We're going straight into Vessel, are we? Sends the Ushna. I find telling someone to calm down when they're angry works. They are one issue at a time. Right, Shithana. Okay. So now we're going to climb into Shaman. It's got to be climbing to Shaman, right? Oh, we're going straight into Ashina. Ashina into Nahata. That's an effect to remember, the 1500 minus. Destroyed by battle or card effect. So now if I destroy any of his cards, he will get the option to bring one back. Brings back the Vishuda. And 1 back row. Okay, we don't have everything we need. We always normal summon dog. That is a constant in the world of Fluffal. Okay. Edge Imp Sabers would be great if we had everything else, but we don't. So I think we do just go Bear here, because I'd rather get Up Horror in the graveyard. Activate Toy Vendor. Use the effect. Discard Heart. That's one of the worst cards we could mill, but it's not awful. We still got what we wanted. We bring out our sheep. I think at this point we do just activate Babel. In case he has responses, we can then start chaining our shit to his. We could still go into that. I mean, having the card in our hand doesn't do anything for us at this stage, so... The only problem with that is if that does mess us up, we have nothing. So I think... it's so tricky. No. We will just play it safe. We'll go Horror. Or Summon Nightmare. Go 1-2. Summon out Galatea. No reason to use the effect. So we will immediately climb. Into Longirsu. We use the effect of Nightmare to boost the attack along Girsu. Then Skeleton. Activate the effect of Skeleton. Bring back Galatea. Overlay into Dingirsu. Then we will just send some resolution. So if he wants to do something, he has to do it now. I think we do just send the back row. Let's just get rid of it. Now we go to battle. I don't really want to leave him with either of these guys. Right, we'll attack with this. Then he'll banish to stop it. Or not. Because the banish doesn't stop this. It only reduces by 15. End turn? Okay. First recommendation for a game like this is the idea of stimulus leads to response. I'm not an expert in this deck, but I see patterns in your moves based on what is on the board. At the start of every duel, if you're going second, hit settings and look at your deck. Remind yourself what cards are in your hand and what combos you see in the deck list and use the statement. What is the end result and think each step backwards. I mean, that's basically how I break down how I try and play anyway. It's just... It's a weird one where, like, when you play the deck enough, it becomes... You see the lines, right? You're like, oh, I have this, 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 this. That means I can just do this into this, into this, into this. There's no point in using that. Like, whenever I'm thinking about what I'm going to do, I always think, what's my ideal end board? Okay. Goodbye. At least he's back in the old extra, so I can get him out again quite easily. Mind you, if he's in graveyard, I can probably get him out quite easily. You have one card in hand. Your graveyard isn't really set up with anything. What does Dragon Circle do from grave? During your main phase, if you control a face-up non-effect monster, you bench card for your graveyard, add 1 10 card for your deck to your hand. Okay, that's fine. MST. Why are you destroying that? Of all the cards you could destroy. Why you know like my Fluffal? Ashuna to hand. I'll activate the effect of Toy Vendor. Do I have a second Toy Vendor in graveyard already? No. Then we'll just add a bear here. Guy don't like Fluffals. Exactly. I mean, can you imagine not liking the Fluffals? What's wrong with this guy? If you could summon it right here, that would be great. We've got another Shaman. We're activating 3 effects. We're going to, what, boost attack? So I can't destroy that by battle. Why, Toy Vendor? Why do you show up now? Bloody Toy Vendor. Alright, well, we always normal summon dog. We always activate dog effect. We use dog and grab... It's so tempting to grab the other, but I kind of just want this. Activate Vendor. Vendor effect. Send wing. That's pretty nice. Do we go Nightmare first? Do we still have... We don't have sheep, so we will just go for Nightmare first, I think. Rather than draw into an Orcus card. Send that. Then we activate Wing. Yes, please. Yes, please. Go ahead and activate this. Put you and you back in the deck. Oh god, the timer. My arch nemesis has returned. I'm going to lose to the timer, aren't I? We just have to end. We do not have time. Ah, we had the win there as well. We just have to hope that he can't do anything. This is still looking pretty good for us. As long as we don't die, we might be okay. The issue here is we're going to have to turn our timer on to use our Dingirsu effect. No! Damn you, timer! Yeah, unfortunately, we needed to turn the timer on to use our Dingirsu effect, but then we couldn't turn it off fast enough. Yeah, we would have won that. We know that we win that. That's fine. That's just the timer getting the best of us because of, like, random bullshit. Oh no, he's got the big I mean, his deck was pretty trash, to be... Let's be fair, right? He wasn't even going to kill us in that turn. Like, we were completely balling there. We just ran out of time. Like, we would have survived that turn and then still killed him on the follow-up turn. Hey, Goldo, how you doing, buddy? Okay, we do just straight up fire off Edge and Persist here. Alright, let's try and not lose to time if we can. That's our first loss to time today, I think. So that's at least something. We activate Bear. Bear gets us the Vendor. We needed to do it that way around because putting Bear in Grave is a requirement to get off Wings effect. We summon off Fluffal Dog. Dog effect searches Wings. We activate Toy Vendor and we do not mill Fright Fur Fusion. There we go. That's not the best card, but it's definitely not the worst. We activate Wings, banish it alongside Bear. We draw. We activate the effect of Toy Vendor, which gets us yet another card. So here we will take the Fluffal Sheep. We will then go ahead and Special Sheep. We'll activate the effect of Sheep, put Dog back into our hand, bring back Chain in defense mode. Then we get to do stuff that's a little bit funky. I guess we will start with Toy Vendor here. Now we just need to, again, just not mill the one card that we don't want to mill. So all we have to do, just don't mill it. Just don't mill Fusion. Okay, that is perfectly fine. So now we can quite comfortably activate Nightmare. Give a little boost to you, why not? We'll send this to Grave. We'll then activate the effect. We have nothing left to summon. That's very funny. Okay, that has messed us up a little bit. Which means now we have to go symbol skeleton here. Then we will simply make our girl. Chain effect gets us Fright Fur Fusion. We then activate the effect of Galatea, and we'll put Orcus Nightmare back in the deck. This gives us Babel. Then we can activate the effect of Harp Horror. By banishing it, we can grab out Nightmare again. Then we activate the effect of Sabers. We put Bear back. This is where stuff gets funky though, because now we have to make Longirsu in a weird place. And I guess in a lot of ways this actually ends up being better, because it's now pointing at the other EMZ. We'll then overlay into Dingirsu. You probably still didn't need to be up here, but I guess this is still fine. Then attached to Dingirsu, we will give it a symbol skeleton. Activate, and we will pass. Okay. Here comes Rockets again. You spin so many plates. I love this deck. I mean, I love this deck too. But the problem is that we just run out of time, like, so often. And it's just, it hurts us so much. But we still have a great time doing it, right? And I think that's the main takeaway. As long as we're playing a deck we enjoy, we're never going to, like, burn out on it. So until we start, like, actively not enjoying this, we'll be able to just keep spinning. Just beat Cyber Angels. Not only have I not seen that deck in a long time, I completely was not ready for its combos. What the fuck, lol. Yeah, Cyber Angels is kind of scary. Like, that deck came out so long ago, right? But that deck can still pull off really stupid shit. Like Dakini, just being able to send stuff. I mean, it's similar to, like, Dingirsu, right? As well as the amount of attack the deck can get. Just all the different little effects that all chain together. I used to really like Cyber Angels back in the day. Okay. Boot Sector launch. To be expected. Cyber Angels, the first tier 0 deck of Duel Links. Cyber Angels was a really weird deck. Especially because the mirror is everywhere. And the mirror didn't feel like there was much skill involved in it. It was just kind of like, who goes first, who goes second. Alright, there's the Metal Rocket. And there's the Magna Rocket. Activate Tracer. Like, what if it's like you'll destroy it if you do special summon the rocket once from your deck? Well, you can't do everything. Oh, because that summons in the end phase, isn't it? So you can do everything. I'm kind of okay with this. Activate the effect of Nightmare. Give the boost. Yeah, sure. Oh, I could have done that earlier, actually. That would have been way better. Oh, well. If I activate his effect, he's going to get banished. I still get to take his guy with me, though. Yeah, that's totally worth it. Oh no, because he won't be pointing anymore, will he? Because he won't be on the field. And that's once per turn, so I've just balked that. That's really sad. I completely just misunderstood how that's going to resolve. Okay, we're still fine, I think. Alright. Normal dog. Activate the affected dog. Okay, that's good. So that means that effect's just gone now. I mean, what does he have to stop me from just... We've got only 2 of those at the moment, so we'll activate the effect of Toy Vendor. We'll get another Fluffal Engrave. Yeah, sure, let's summon out another dog. Orc. Guess we'll go... for this. Use Phoenix effect. Discard. Get rid of this. Activate. Bloody timer boss again. Use 1, 2, 3. Oh, I've got to scroll, which means I'm going to lose. No! Oh, God, if I didn't have to scroll. Oh, I mean, what am I supposed to do there? That's so sad as well. That's the second loss we've had to the timer today. Nice like every ritual deck. Started watching Code Geass again. I mean, Code Geass, great anime. So any good combos that can be used with Cyber Angels, I feel like the ritual decks can be messed with. You can set toggle to switch it off. It stops the pop-ups. I mean, yeah, but in that situation, I was mashing right click anyway, so it wasn't the pop-ups wasn't the problem, right? We did not lose because of the pop-ups. We lost because we had to scroll to the side to use our own effect, and we had to swipe up to attack with our Nightmare Griffin or our Nightmare Phoenix even. Unfortunately, we've opened both of our edge imps, which is pretty mid. Oh, Metal Foes. Okay. Been a while since we've seen Metal Foes. Alright, there's Sheep. We activate Bear. We'll then activate Toy Vendor. This is where stuff gets a little bit funky, because I could send any number of these and get a whole variety of different board states. I think the play is going to be send Harp Horror. That worked out pretty good. The next question is going to be... because I can't get Sabers and thing into Grave. So we will simply summon out Sabers. We will then use the effect of Harp Horror and summon out Nightmare. We'll then go straight into Galatea. Use Galatea effect. We'll put Heart Horror back. We will then just set the Babel. We'll activate our sabers. Pop this back on top. Summon this out. Then we'll climb straight from here into Longirsu. We'll then activate Nightmare just to put the boy back in the grave. We'll go Symbol Skeleton. We can then activate Longirsu. Put both of these back. We'll send. Then we'll go Dingirsu. We'll send the back row. Activate Babel. Swing. Oh! Meadow Falls, another metal Tybian. A lot when it comes to archetypes. Effective using that revolves around Pendulum. It's a weird one. They have a couple of like good cards. I don't know how it actually plays in specifically Duel Links, right? But I have played the deck a little bit in like non-Duel Link settings. And like the deck does stuff and it's pretty funky, but it is, you know, a generic Pendulum deck with a bunch of normal monsters. So there's not much to it. I mean, I've seen people combine in the part, again, not in Duel Links, but I've seen people combine Metal Foes with, what was the other normal Pendulum deck? Can't remember what it's called now. Ignites. That's the one. Ignites. What's the reason why I don't play competitive orchestras everywhere as an engine, even in the Mermaid Killed, it's still an engine. What is this music? This is amazing. Go dog. Dog's just going to get spare. This might be my favourite jam on this game now. It's an unfortunate mill, but could have been worse. I don't need bear or dog now. Special sheep. Activate sheep. Bring back dog. I guess we'll try for it, because right now we have nothing. If we can mill any Orcus card other than Symbol Skeleton. There we go. We be linking straight into the Galatea, everyone's favourite. Go ahead and activate Galatea. Shuffle back the Harp Horror. Grab back the Orcus Babel. We will then go straight into everyone's favourite, the Longirsu. We use Nightmare to grab to boost this up and to send Symbol Skeleton. Activate Symbol Skeleton. Bring back Calatea. Overlay into Dingirsu. And I would like to reattach my Symbol Skeleton, please and thank you. Activate Orchestrated Babel, and we'll pass on that. Probably a character theme or something. You can't judge people on these characters they pick because they stuck with that kind of music. I mean, it's still really good music. Best builds, one with Ghidorah. A lot of normal monsters could continue. Maybe Exodia. It's not a draw engine in male folders. Don't even know the Exodia because one reason it doesn't focus on drawing. Gotcha, this deck is pointless, pretty much. I guess in the same box as Despots, the dude probably just built it because he had the cards. I quite enjoy Despots personally. But I understand they're not necessarily going to be one of the better ones. This guy's, you can target one, have the foe destroy it. During the main phase, if you do not... I mean, it's a quick effect, so even though I try and pop it, he'll get the effect off. We'll just wait and see where he goes with this. What did he do to get rid of my guy the first time? Oh, he econed it. Right. Again, I can't stop it. Alright, we will go ahead and activate Symbol Skeleton here. I think we will just reattach. Again, I'm not really sure where this deck's choke point is. It seems to just be able to kind of loop infinitely. So I'm like, we'll just wait. So now he can bring back a card. I think I'm just going to hard Fright Fur here, just to try and get rid of his back rows. What have you got for me, friend? Okay, we go Tiger. We go 1, we go 2, we go 3. Summon out the Tiger. Now this should force something out of him. One, 2, 3. What's it going to be? What you got for me? Just using that effect. And then Ice Dragon's Prison. That banishes it, but doesn't negate its effect, right? Oh, you're going to get rid of my Orcust? Okay. So we will let him do his thing. Jesus, how many effects can you chain off this, bro? Okay. So now we'll go ahead and use Symbol Skeleton. bring this back. We still haven't even normal summoned yet. So I guess we'll do that. Use the affected dog. Take bear. And then, is it worth linking into anything? Probably not. Right, we can just go battle phase and clear up. We couldn't kill, but I feel like we're okay. Again, I don't really know the Life Twin deck enough. Sorry for that and that. Okay. Goes into this. It's got to be running out of these, right? I feel like we've seen these guys linked like 100 times at this point. One back row. Okay, but how do you out a 1700 attacker? We go back into this again. So this has got to be the final. So there's 3 pinks. This is the second blue. There's still one more blue left. It's so weird. Okay, I guess we'll start with Toy Vendor. We'll pitch Symbol Skeleton. Go ahead and activate Symbol Skeleton. We'll bring back Longirsu. DD Crow now? Bro, really? Of all the cards, DD Crow now. I hate this deck, bro. This is so tedious. If he didn't have exactly DD Crow, I think we just won there. But he just had to have exactly drew DD Crow off of Kisakill's effect. I mean, all I can do is swing. We're just out of special summons. He's banished so much of our deck. Twins are easy to beat. In a few builds, I run a track. I mean, I've never had problem with Live Twin before. But this Live Twin player is just beating me up. And there's just nothing I can do about it. Like, I feel like I have just drawn the cards in the wrong order. And he's had the exact outs to everything that I've had. I don't even know what's left in my deck at this point. Well, that's not going to do much, is it? 400 damage doesn't kill. I mean, we might as well use this because we're dead anyway. He still has a response. No point in doing that. I don't even know what this does. And then we end, and then he ends his turn and we lose. That trap is very specific to twins. Running it in ranked is having a brick. I mean, yeah, it's basically, like we said, we just were put in a really weird situation where we didn't draw everything we needed to see, as well as he had outs for everything. Like, if he didn't have... That last card in his hand was DD Crow. If he did not have DD Crow, we just killed him there. I think there were like 3 points in that game where if he didn't have the perfect out, we won. And he just had them all exactly when he needed them. So, like, it's one of those things where I don't feel like... Because Live Twins, like, it's an okay deck, right? It's not a bad deck. But I feel like we do have a winning matchup against it most of the time. We just got kind of really unlucky there. I'm not going to, like, dwell on it too much, right? And be like, oh, I've got to edit my deck to deal with the Live Twin matchup. I think that's going overboard. Ultimate Dragons. Is this the one where it tries to fusion out? Yeah, it is. Okay. Again, how greedy do we want to get with this? That we always summon Dog no matter what. Dog effect, we probably just... What effect? If you got Effect Veiler in your open, you're going to Effect Veiler Dog. That's really funny. Mate thinks I need Dog to play the game. What if we had 2 Dog? We'll use Nightmare. Boost Dog. We always send Harp. We activate Harp. Summon Skeleton. Then do our usual climb. Grab out the Galatea. We will go ahead and activate Galatea now. Get this out the deck. Go into the boy. Summon out the Longirsu. Activate the Symbol Skeleton. Bring back the Galatea. Overlay on the Galatea into Dingirsu. Dingirsu will then attach Symbol Skeleton to itself. Activate and pass. Alright. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, it feels like Live Twin is like a control strategy, right? The whole point is just to make it so your opponent doesn't have any cards, and that's how you try and win. That's a really weird choice, but okay. Wait, when did we start talking about chain disappearance? Chain destruction. Chain of destruction. I know there's a couple of cards that have similar names like that. Draw card takes the number of non-tuners used for its synchro summon, so it's to draw 1. You can discard 2 cards, target 1 card on the field, and destroy it. Okay. I mean, that's not something to be worried about at the moment. Let's see if it becomes something to worry about. Okay. Grabs Blue Eyes and Blue Eyes. There's no card with Chain of Destruction name. Yeah, I know there's several cards that have like a similar name. like Chain Disappearance. There's 2 cards that have very similar effects. Okay, Legionnaire. By using only light, special summon a monster from his graveyard in defense. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do it again. What's next? Goes into Galaxy Eyes. Let me take another quick look at this guy. Once per turn, you can touch. Okay, so here we will activate Symbol Skeleton. Then we're going to go ahead and use Long Gear Suit. Goodbye. Alright, what's the next part of the plan? Blue Eyes Tuners in this case. Hey, I see. And there we go. There's something about Blue Eyes players. I don't know what it is, but most people that run Blue Eyes, they don't read the cards, I think is the best way to put it. Fluffal Orcust, nice. Yeah, we've been jamming the Fluffal Orcust. We really, really like this deck. Fluffal and Orcust are 2 of my favorite decks of all time, so being able to mash them together is so much fun. Really, really having a blast playing this deck. We have lost to the timer twice today, though. That is the main crux that we're having. We're just not... Brain no work fast enough to, like, do everything. Other than that, having a pretty smashing time. Icy best Lunalight player. I mean, Icy was playing Lunalights a crud ton the other day. It was going really, really well. Testing the new skill. Alright, we need to concentrate on this at least a little bit. What do we do with this? We have to get these into grave, so we summon dog, and then because we have to get them into grave, we have to go bear. Activate bear. Grab out the vendor, activate vendor, use vendor. It has to be horror. We'll then cheat out skeleton. We'll also go ahead and special out sheep. As is, we only have 4 summons, so we cannot end on the perfect board. So instead, we will simply end on our generic board. We'll go ahead here, activate Harp Horror, grab out Nightmare. This will then let us use Galatea effect. Put this back. Go for the Babel. And then go 1. I could set up in a gate instead. I think I kinda like that better. Yes, please. Get rid of Nightmare. Summon out Decode. Then we'll go ahead and use Skeleton. Bring back Galatea. We'll also go ahead and use Nightmare here. Give a boost, doesn't matter where. Send to grave. We'll overlay into Dingirsu. Then use the effect to attach skeleton. Flip this over. and pass. Okay, this is looking alright at the moment. Chain Destruction is a rare card, not banished but destroyed. True Chain Destruction is actually a card. Nasty card that can end... Oh. Triamids. Okay. Where are we going with this? It's been a while since I played Triamids. Oh boy, I've got... You can find live draw one card, discard card, field take. Okay. Field spells face up, you can also monster and additional monster set. Once per turn during your opponent's turn, you can always since the gravity activate one tree midfield spell card. Okay. There's nothing we can do about any of this yet. We have no way to actually interact with any of this. So I'm going to field destroyer. Target a set card on the field. Okay, that doesn't affect us. We don't have any. I mean, Triamid definitely base deck. I'll give you that. Okay. Gets the Sphinx. Sphinx is really good, right? Especially some of the cards, go to your control, destroy battle, card effect, especially on this card from your hand. Destroy by battle or card effect. I mean... That's fine. We'll just use Dingirsu. Is that it? Welcome back from the ad break. He went to combat and attacked our dog with an 1800 attacker, and we used Dingirsu to protect it. So we can just use Harp here if we want. Which I guess we will. There's wings. Okay, so we will go for this. Using this, this, and this. This is what I want. Summon out Dingirsu. Okay, what has he got? Got Pulse. This is the issue, is now if I try and use this, he could just get rid of it. But I mean, I have to use it either way, right? Can't not. It's weird. Okay. Well, I want that gone. But now it's gone. Here we're going to activate Toy Vendor. Summon this out. We'll activate the effect of Wings. Banish, Banish. Use the effect of Toy Vendor. Grab a dog. Use oh, God, the timer! I can't win with the timer. Bloody timer! I think that's it. I think the time is gonna beat me here. I need it on, though, is the issue to use. I don't have enough time. I literally do not have enough time. Yeah, let's just give up on that. Oh, we did not have enough time to finish that. Ah, the timer! I thought we'd gotten over this. We've been getting so much better, and we've been playing so much faster. We've been understanding the deck so much more. The problem is, when we run into a deck where we have to read our opponent's cards, that's when it becomes an issue. Because now we're wasting our time trying to understand what they're trying to do at the same time. That's 3 times today we've lost to the timer. And again, all 3 games, pretty easy wins if it wasn't for the timer. Just timer boss is kicking our ass today. Unfortunately, this is a really, really bad hand as well. Doesn't go anywhere. This is a really, really bad hand. All we can do is just do what we can. I could get another body on board, but like, I'd blank my next draw to do so. So I think it's actually better just to pass on double defense and just hope he can't kill us through this. We don't have access to any of our Orcus stuff. The only other thing we could have done would be use Fluffal Bear and just pray that we don't hit something bad and we hit something useful. Now, the odds were in our favor too, but that's usually not just how it ends up being. Oh, okay. Bit weird, but we will take it. Right, we'll activate Bear here. Okay, our opponent has a response here. Bring out Vendor. Activate Vendor. Use the effect of Vendor. Discard Vendor. That's pretty good. We get Vendor effect. We grab out Dog. Normal Dog. Dog effect. Grab out Wing. Go for Phoenix. Phoenix effect. Discard Wing. Pop the back row. Use Chain. Search out for Fusion. There's Crackdown. We don't really care about Crackdown. Well, that's now just out of the EMZ, which is interesting. We've got to not get confused because we've run out of time again, right? Draw, activate the effective Toy Vendor, grab Dog. Then we start playing the game. So Orcus Nightmare, go ahead and boost this, send this to grave. Activate the effect of Harp Horror. Go into Galatea. Use the effect of sabers. There's no point in putting that away now. Pop that back. Activate, discard symbol skeleton. We link these off. Yes, please. Summon out Longirsu. Symbol skeleton. Oh, that was the wrong place to put that. I suppose it doesn't really matter. Now we can just do this. Send that. And there we go. This is so much for one turn. That is the problem, is we always have these big complicated turns. And that ends up frying my little brain. My little baby brain. But whenever the timer isn't involved, at least... I think today we've had... Is that only one loss? Like, not to timer? I want to say it might only be the one loss not to timer. I mean, again, we're only in gold, so it's not like overly impressive, but it's nice to keep track of. Hello, Sakadetsu. Oh, we're on our rank up. Let's see if we can get it. Let's see what Shadow 757 has for us. On the Joey. No life point alpha or anything. It'd be interesting to see what he's on. Is this going to be a set pass play? Oh, it is. The set pass. So we always bear. Here we always send skeleton. Even though skeleton doesn't do much for us, but in the hand it's completely useless. So that sorts us out. Summon out the boy. Activate the affected dog. This gives us a whole ton of options. The safer bet is just to take sabers. Then we can basically just play for the OTK. Activate edge and persist. Send saber. Send chain. Special sheep. Sheep effect. Dog back to hand. Bring out chain. So we just link into anything here. It does not matter. So we might as well use sabers here as well. And then make something that actually does something. Activate the effective chain. Grab this. Go ahead and activate fusion. Grab tiger. Alright, the way this gets punished is if our opponent has... What's it called? War Rocks. War Rocks punish us so hard for this play. Swing! Swing! Hey. Well, a couple of quickies. Quick, easy games. So we'll take them. We always take them. Sometimes you have to take the freebies, right? Random blue eyes with Joey. Yeah, who knows? Who knows what's going on there? Oh shit, finally a fusion. Have we not been fusioning in the last few games? I suppose we have been drawing really awkward hands in quite a lot of these games. Selena. Okay, is this going to be Lunar Light? We've already beaten a Lunar Light today. We're going first. Life Point Boost Alpha. So this could be literally anything. Alright, we always have to get Bear here. The question becomes, what do we do with it? I suppose it's not really that big of a question. Question is, do we do this first or this first? This way we have less chances of hitting Fright Fur Fusion, so we will do this first. Okay, that worked out. Summon another dog. Go ahead and activate Orchestrate Return here. We use wings. Draw another card. Yeah, I'll take this. We'll then activate Legend Persist. Send both to grave. If we go on 3 and then 1, so there's no real point in doing that. We might as well lock ourselves into dark now. Grab out the Nightmare. The issue with this hand is we have no way to discard, so we are not going to get to fill off our full combo. Right, there's no point in using this effect. That was really silly. We've already gone through both of our cards. So again, we can go into Longirsu, but without a way to discard, our Symbol Skeleton's stuck in our hand, so we cannot finish up the whole combo, which means we basically are now stuck just going straight into Dingirsu here. And because we accidentally misclicked there as well, we also will not get an extra use of its effect. So this is actually really bad. Should have done that effect first as well. Yeah, we played that really bad. It was a combination of drawing out Symbol Skeleton, messed up our combo, and then we forgot we had the Orchestrated Nightmare still available to be used, so we didn't use that to get the extra use of our effect. So we could have ended with a Dingirsu with 2 charges, but that is the only thing we could have done better. Best possible opening hand? I mean, again, arguably not, since we drew into the Skeleton. If Skeleton didn't end up in our hand, we would have had like the perfect setup, but having Skeleton stuck in our hand really ruined it. Like an entire hand ending up with the same amount of cards. Here I am, crazy custom decks that never played. Give me the edge, and he plays Joey running Blue Eyes. Yeah, that's always the way. The other issue is that Toons really mess us up. Now, he's not playing Toon Invitation, so we might be fine. But Toons generally just attack over your guys, and that's really bad for us. Again, there's nothing I can do about this, so he just gets to take my guy. Can this one attack Tenant Summoned? No, it cannot attack Tenant Summoned. Okay. Boost his attack up. Okay. That worked out better than expected. And he just goes face. Is he like... bad. Oh, no, don't do that. Alright, we'll activate Bear here. Right, we summon Dog. We use Dog effect. We need the sheep. Special sheep. We use sheep effect. We put Dog back in hand. We bring out Chain. We'll go into Nightmare Phoenix and we'll get him to use his charge. We'll send this now, because we just don't want it stuck in our hand. Fiendish Chain, okay. Now we take this. Okay, so now we are going to have to go into this. Hey, thanks for the follow. Tomb Briefcase. Okay. We'll go ahead and use Skeleton. Bring this back. And then activate Sabers. Use Toy Vendor. Oh, I've just realised this isn't going to work quite how I want it to because we've already used an Orcust effect, but that's fine. We use Fusion. Oh, we didn't click the right number. Okay, that's fine. We're just panicking a little bit here. So now he uses Orcust effect to protect. God, I'm just so scatterbrained right now. We're just playing so bad. The timer's also getting to me. Yeah, I think that's just game. Oh, we played so bad. I'm sure we had a way around all of that, and we just completely fumbled it because we were running out of time. Oh. I mean, I guess that's fine. I'm trying to think what the line would have been. It would have been... We had the pop on the back row, but he had the negate for that. We then had the pop on the monster to force the effect of Gearsu, but he had the bounce for that. So we then needed to get access to Long Gearsu. If we get into our Long Gearsu, we send Ding Gearsu. Then we can summon out our other guy and pop. That would have been the play. The problem was getting to Long Gearsu. We needed 3 monsters out. It's a very irritating board state to try and break. The main problem was, again, we were just running out of time. Plus, it really doesn't help as well that he had Comet Can to take our guy, Briefcase to bounce, and Fiendish Chain as a negate. Like, that was such a good end board for him. And I feel like his deck doesn't consistently end on that. I feel like he did high roll a little bit to get to that stage. So, like, that was us. I think that's probably the best end board that he can end on. Especially since he took our Dingirsu, which gave him an extra level of protection. Because if instead of it was a Dingirsu, if it was like a negate monster, then, you know, we can stop him taking it with Comic Hand. You have also 2 protections. Yeah, but that doesn't matter if we're sending. If we could have got our Dingirsu back, we could have then just started, you know, sending it off, bring it back with Symbol Skeleton, and then sending his cards away. What is this? Is this like a silly FTK deck? Okay. Yeah? What just happened? So, he used Psychic... So he activated Passcode to summon a 2000 guy. Psychic Blade doubled its attack. Special summon a Mass token to your opponent's field. Inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the attack. I've never even seen this deck before. What the hell? Why is this legal in the game? Because the other thing is, he executed that so fast. I feel like that was a bot. Just because I don't think... Like, do you know what I mean? There wasn't even milliseconds of hesitation. It was just play, dead. To the point where I think... And that is the type of deck that a bot could execute very well. I'm pretty sure that was probably a bot. Alright, let's see if we can get one more good game in. I mean, I'm not really sure what we were supposed to do against that, mate. Literally FTK'd. The other thing is, he didn't play anything. Like, he just played spells. So, like, hand traps wouldn't even stop that, right? Like, DD Crow doesn't stop that. Skull Mice doesn't stop that. Effect Veiler doesn't stop that. Listen, you guys really want to check the deck? I want to play a duel. I want to play the game. We can have a look after. We'll have a look at the deck after this game. It will keep y'all happy. Right, it's Saber Dancer. This is just can't be targeted, right? Yeah, cannot target the card effects. Okay. This current hand does not out it. Okay. We always start with Edge and Persist. I don't know why you want to look at the Toon deck so bad, though, because it was just a bad deck. He just high-rolled us. Okay, we summon. We use Dog. We desperately need to get off Wings effect, so we are just going to go straight for that. We will then special out Sheep. Activate. It reminds me of, like, again, way back at the beginning of Duel Links, there was like a Taya burn deck that was, again, this like weird FTK. So we got that. We activate that, get that, which means I need to send these to grave now, ideally. We won't be able to target that, but that's fine. We just need to get these off the board. Trigger this. Which gets me this. Now we can go ahead and activate Toy Bender. Because now we can't mill this, and we do have another Fluffal engrave. Send that, that's pretty good. Although we still don't have what we need. We haven't used Fluffal Bear yet, which means we can now activate Bear. Okay, I think we always activate Vendor here. I think we could have done that a little bit differently to be better. But this works out fine anyway, kind of. Summon that dog again. Now, special summons don't matter, so... we'll use Nightmare. Boost dog, sure. Send. Use Brute Effect, discard Nightmare to destroy Lunalight Martin. Martin? Look at that blue cat. Right, bring this out. We'll then go for you. Don't need to use your effect. So we will go ahead and use Edge Imp Sabers. Pop this back. Summon it out. Go 1, 2. Does this target? Send 1 link. Okay, no, it doesn't. So we'll just do this now. Send that. Now he special summons a Lunalight. Gets then this. We then use Simple Skeleton to bring this guy back. Into Dingirsu. Use this to send this. God, what are all these? That's fine. Stop having effects. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get out the wolf. And so we'll activate this just in case. With no cards left, I believe we should be able to just clean this up. Oh, well, there we go. We managed to get a win in the end. After the Scatterbrain game, straight into the FTK game, we did manage to get there in the end. Alright, let's go and take a look at the Toon deck, since Sakadetsu really want to have a look at it. We'll go take a peek. We'll look and see what our Toon opponent was cooking. Who was playing the Toons? It was Serena? Here we go. So it looks like it's quite reliant on trap cards to set up a board to deal with your opponent. Also, it was on the Kiteroid. Just saying. Use Brute Effect, discard Nightmare, discard Lunalight Martin. A Blue Cat says different. When Blue Cat destroy a special summon Lunalight from decks, you can summon Tiger do the same. Off the pot to get Nightmare Engrave. Full play nice. Wish you could use bigger extra image orchestra at the end. Linking off in the Egalitarian Brute. We're not using the other. Oh, what's he called? The Link 4 Orcus card. We just don't have enough room in the deck because obviously we've got to fit all the Fluffal stuff in with it. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think this deck is going to be winning most of its games, you know? I feel like this is... I think we got high rolled a little bit against it. My man on Big Eye. Actually, his main card is Redstone of Legend to summon Toon Red Eyes. Is such a mess. Yeah, it's a lot of one-offs. Is my takeaway from this? It doesn't look very consistent. Because if you think about it, he even opened the Planet Pathfinder, which then got him to his one-off field spell. That's why I said I wish you could use bigger extra. Yeah, sorry, I completely misunderstood. But yeah, Lemon, you are absolutely right. If we had a bigger extra deck, I could do so much more with the deck. It's the same problem in Master Duel. In Master Duel, 15 feels like it's not enough. Of course not. You need 1 for 1 and 3 Redstones of Legend. Yeah, it's definitely an odd one. But plus, he's on a 30-card pile as well. So the actual logic there. And this FDK was... This was just silly. I mean, what did he open? He opened Into the Void, then Psychic Blade, one-time passcode, and then 2 imitations that just killed us. This was gross. Weird little spellbook package as well. But I think that is going to do us for today. So, just like to thank everyone again for hanging out, for chatting, for just being here while we grinded the ladder with our silly Fluffal Orcus deck. We had a lot of fun. We had a couple of scatterbrain games, and we did lose to time 3 times, which is really bad because when we first started playing this deck, on the first time we played it, we did lose to the time limit quite a bit more. But recently, we have been doing a lot better. Unfortunately, again, today we did lose to it 3 times, which does kind of suck. But it is what it is. Today's been a great stream. Again, thank you so much for everyone who followed. Thank you for everyone who hung out. Anyone who wants to catch the stream again, we do it every Tuesday and Thursday at the same time every week, so feel free to drop a follow. Also, we do have the YouTube channel, which I guess I will just chuck into the chat quick, which for a lot of you is probably not going to be your cup of tea because it's entirely Rush content, but if anyone does want to see some Rush content, that is over there. Again, thank you all so much for being here, and I'll see you next time, which will be on Tuesday. Goodbye.